This is live from Dubai with real estate marketing guru, Mr. Kunal Banerji, sir. Welcome to this very special edition of the KAJ Masterclass, the show which focuses that you profit from your time here with experts either through their insights and information or simply learning from them. And today we have got, as I said, housing industry real estate marketing guru, Mr. Kunal Banerji, live from Dubai, and he has advised many people, many experts, especially in the Delhi NCR region, many builders, many real estate conglomerates about how they should proceed in their ventures. So today, sir, welcome to this very special show, and thank you for joining us live from Dubai.
Thank you. Thank you. A pleasure to be there, Ajay. And always a pleasure to talk to you at any venue.
Thank you very much, sir. And before I move on to the actual topic, just behind you is the famous world-renowned Burj Khalifa. And so, can you tell us what Burj Khalifa is all about? You see, there are a lot of urban viewers who have visited Dubai, they know about it. But, a lot of people who are listening, they are common people. तो उनके लिए ये बुर्ज खलीफा दिखा तो है, पर ये है क्या क्या स्पेशलिटी है, क्योंकि अभी तक तो दुबई is as I can say, I am speaking from a sunny, on a sunny Saturday, and you are speaking from the dazzling Dubai, the Dubai. So Burj Khalifa के बारे में बताइए, फिर उसके बाद then we'll go to the bigger topic. Can our metros become like Dubai?
Sure. Firstly, though, it's a pleasure being here and, being I would say passionate about real estate and architecture all my life, and especially in Delhi NCR, Gurgaon, the latest area. Coming to a place which has a building like Burj Khalifa is fascinating for me and very interesting from an academic point of view as well as experience, and to see if we can emulate something like this in our country. Firstly, the Burj Khalifa, as a lot of your viewers will know, is the largest tower in the world. It's the largest
Right.
building. It's a feat of engineering and architecture ऐसा दुनिया में है ही नहीं. सुना
Hmm.
है इससे भी बड़ा बनना है, पर वो भी दुबई में ही. So Dubai
Hmm.
seems to be having a philosophy: always biggest, always best. You know, it always, we have been talking many times in Gurgaon and in Delhi that this country seems to be coming out of the sand and desert, and suddenly the oasis comes up, and यहाँ पानी भी है, greenery भी है, और सबसे best infrastructure, roads, services, and something like Burj Khalifa. Now, to explain this in real estate terms, Burj Khalifa is mixed use, project.
Okay.
It's not only the highest tower, it is a landmark of Dubai, which is strategically from marketing point of view. If a country was to do marketing, like
Hmm.
let us say MR is so much close to the government anyway here, and a lot of top developers, there are a few very top ones. So let's say that Burj Khalifa is made to be a landmark project. ये हमारा इंडिया में भी काफी हम लोग किए हैं, and we will be doing. It's landmark. For example, it is like Taj Mahal Hotel in Mumbai. It's a
Right.
landmark hotel. मुंबई का कोई पिक्चर भी आए तो पहले चीज है ताजमहल, गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया दिखाएंगे. Am I not
Absolutely.
right? So
Yes, you are absolutely right, sir.
from strategic point of view, it is a fantastic iconic tower जो हम लोग कहते हैं, जिसके लिए हम लोग PLC चार्ज करते हैं इंडिया में. It's a prime location, and it's wonderful because below it is a huge mall called the Dubai Mall.
Right.
उसमें 2-3 thousand outlets are there, and it is growing the number of outlets inside. There are restaurants, there are games parlors, there are tourist attractions, there are museums, there is waterfall, there's aquarium, and my God, everything you can think it is there. Ice skating rink, wing, सब चीज मतलब इसके अंदर हर चीज है. पर क्या नहीं है हम सोचने की what we don't have.
तो
For
सर वो
example, they have
अपने अपने हाइट के कारण फेमस है या अंदर जो है वो उसके कारण फेमस है, क्या
भाई
है उसमें
मेरे ख्याल में
स्पेशल?
हाइट तो एक फिजिकल लैंडमार्क है, आइकॉन है, दैट ओ इट इज सो हाई. यहाँ से मैं देख रहा हूँ तो एकदम टावर आसमान तक जा रहे हैं. सो ऑफ कोर्स दैट अलोन इज अ टूरिस्ट अट्रैक्शन, जैसे पहले पहले न्यूयॉर्क सिटी में एम्पायर स्टेट बिल्डिंग में पैसे टिकट लेके लोग ऊपर जाके वो देख धाक के खाना वाना खा के जो ज्यादा पैसा थे एंड दे
हाँ
कुड
हाँ
कम डाउन. द सेम सिचुएशन इज देयर इन बुर्ज खलीफा. पीपल आर क्यूइंग अप. Of course, with all COVID protection and mask and distancing and all, they are queuing up to go up. They are paying good money, 100 dirhams, 200 dirhams, depending on what you want to have over there. That's a good money that people are paying to go
ओके.
up and down. But
अच्छा,
it is not just.
देयर इज अ फीस फॉर यूजिंग बुर्ज खलीफा.
भाई आप वो रेजिडेंशियल भी है. जो आप जैसे
ओके.
अजय साहब आप वहां फ्लैट खरीद लिए तो
हाँ सर.
आपको तो कोई फीस तो नहीं रहेगा. आप हमको ले जाएंगे आपके
राइट
साथ
सर,
एज
मैं
योर गेस्ट.
एक नहीं कई फ्लैट सोच रहा हूँ खरीद लूं अभी तो. इट इज, आई विल टेल यू, आई विल पुट इट इन दिस वे. They say that, it is like building castles in your sand castles. So Dubai people, they have actually created real castles in the sand, but for people like me, it will be still, castles in the air or sand castles, you can say.
अरे
So
नहीं भाई, आई एम वेरी श्योर. ये बात तो एकदम पक्का बात है कि अजय खुदानिया एंड योर कंपनी विल गो राइट अप टू बुर्ज खलीफा. उसके ऊपर भी चले जाएंगे. एंड दैट इज आवर गुड विशेस टू यू.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. For a start, I wish I get a chance to be in Dubai and able to buy a ticket and at least see Burj Khalifa. Sir, 200 दिरहम कितना हुआ है हिंदुस्तानी रुपए के हिसाब से? Just hang in. I guess there is some freeze. Are you getting me, sir? Just please hold on. This can happen. This is just a technical thing. So we'll just wait for sir to be back. Some lag, some buffering. So we'll just wait for sir to come in. So it's a nice discussion. I guess you people are enjoying it, and in case you, sir will just come in as I expect him. And I had briefed him that this can happen with live streaming. बट अगर आप लोग को कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं तो आप लोग जरूर पूछिए. सर को मैंने बोल रखा, लाइव क्वेश्चंस हम लेने की कोशिश करेंगे. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इट इज नाउ. सो जस्ट होल्ड ऑन. एंड एज आई so just hang on. It happens sometimes. If in case आप लोगों की कोई क्वेरी है, अभी तो शो शुरू हुआ है, काफी डिस्कशंस बचा हुआ है, तो आप लोग बिल्कुल शेयर कर सकते हैं अपनी क्वेरीज को. एंड सर इज बैक.
ओके वी आर बैक.
इट इज फाइन. दिस इज सी सर. एक तो
अच्छा, आपसे और एक चीज हम कहना चाहते हैं that we are still on the topic of Burj Khalifa, what they have done, and we are learning from this. After you have called it a master class, so I'm learning from the master over here. The masters are saying that basically it is not a building, but the event around the building. So they have built a tourist area, a fountain area, which in the daytime and nighttime becomes lighted with boating. So every person, whether you are domestic person or you are coming from abroad as a tourist, you will come to the Burj Khalifa complex. उनमें पूरा घेर लिया है, and not only restaurants and all, there is fountains and things where people are milling around, and advertisements are coming on top of the Burj Khalifa for brands to project themselves. तो आप समझिए कि मिक्स्ड यूज रियल एस्टेट में क्या क्या चीज जाता है. I think they have covered from A to Z what is required. Residential, commercial, office, tourism, hotel, all facilities, even government offices inside मॉल के अंदर. आप समझाइए कि कैसे चीज बनाया. तो ये खासियत है बुर्ज खलीफा का. इट्स समथिंग फॉर स्टडी. मोस्ट ऑफ द MBA students from India also, they are coming here to study how this has been built and why it is successful. What are the reasons for its success?
Right, sir. Right. Hope to see it someday soon. Sir, ये 200 दिरहम कितना होगा हिंदुस्तानी रुपए में?
Multiplied by 21.
Okay. So that will be okay. गुड सर, गुड। तो बुर्ज खलीफा से थोड़ा बाहर निकलते हैं सर, और
हाँ,
अपने
निकल
मेट्रोस
निकल
पे
गया।
आते हैं। यस, अपने मेट्रोस के ऊपर आते हैं। सो as the topic is for the day, can our metros become like Dubai? आप एक काफी एक्सपर्ट हैं सर, आपने बहुत सारी रियल एस्टेट कंपनीज को एडवाइस किया है उनके मार्केटिंग के प्रोजेक्ट्स के ऊपर। आप अभी भी एडवाइस करते हैं, दुबई भी आप कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट काम से ही गए हैं रियल एस्टेट के, एंड आपने ये टाइम निकाला। मैं ये समझना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि अभी तक सर हिंदुस्तान के शहरों के बारे में हमेशा कोई नई कोई शंघाई बनाना चाहता है, कोई दुबई बनाना चाहता है, और अलग अलग समय पे अलग अलग लोगों द्वारा बोले गए हैं। एंड आई एम श्योर दे मस्ट हैव थॉट, बट अभी तक कुछ वैसा दिखा नहीं है। लेकिन ये थॉट तो जरूर होता है कि एक शहर इतनी दूर जहां पे कुछ नहीं है, वहां पे उन्होंने एक इतना अच्छा शहर बना लिया। और हम लोग भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि किसी तरह से अपने मेट्रोस को कुछ एमुलेट करके कुछ आगे बढ़ा सके। तो आपको जो इतने सालों का एक्सपीरियंस है, और आपने कितनी ही बिल्डिंग्स की, ऊंची ऊंची बिल्डिंग्स की फाउंडेशन को बनते देखा है आपके सामने, तो फिर आपको क्या लगता है कि हमारे मेट्रोस दुबई की तरह बन सकते हैं? कैन आवर मेट्रोस बिकम लाइक दुबई? व्हाट इज योर थॉट ऑन दिस?
You know, this is a question that I asked myself, not just in Dubai and India, but having spent about 8 years in Singapore, living in Singapore and working for marketing and real estate companies, advising them there also. I was wondering why cannot my country have cities and metros like what they have built in Singapore? So this concept of hub and spoke, it is quite possible. You have a hub with all the offices and all, and you have residential and everything all around it with facilities, and then move to next district, next district. Why can't that happen in India? Number one. नंबर टू क्वेश्चन बहुत, देखो भाई हमारे पॉपुलेशन देखिए और ये दुबई वुबई का पॉपुलेशन देखिए, तो कुछ भी नहीं है। हमारा
राइट
बांद्रा एक बांद्रा उसके अंदर चला जाएगा, एक रोहिणी उसके अंदर चला जाएगा।
राइट
Now this
राइट
question is a very valid question, that our population is high. Then I had the chance to go to Beijing and Shanghai. Their population is larger than ours. Their
राइट राइट।
population is larger than India,
That's
right?
yes. That's a
And
better comparison.
how have they managed to have the most fantastic cities and well planned urban architecture and roads and facilities, everything that you can imagine? आप समझिए कि in some places of Shanghai and Beijing, I am not making any political statement, but it is better than USA. You
Okay.
mark my words, it is better than
Hmm.
USA. The highways, the buildings, the commercial complexes, residential and all that, it is better than
Hmm.
USA. Now,
Hmm.
ये अगर ये आर्ग्यूमेंट होता था कि भाई पॉपुलेशन जिस कंट्री का ज्यादा है वो
Hmm.
ऐसे नहीं बना सकते हैं, तो दैट हैज बीन डिस्प्रूवन दैट
Hmm.
इट्स नॉट अ फैक्ट, वी कैन डू इट। नाउ यू कम टू
Hmm.
दुबई, इसमें
Hmm.
क्या है भाई, आउट ऑफ 3.3 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन
Hmm.
are only the locals. 8.4 million are the foreigners. Out of
Okay.
that, 1.5 billion are Indians. हमारे भाई बंधु हैं.
Right,
And
right,
if
right.
you
Right,
and
sir.
if you ask me, this nation, and it is true, it's not again not political statement, was built by Indians. भाई आप
Absolutely.
बाहर जाइए तो जो वर्कर्स हैं, very well dressed with helmet and all this, well provided for, they are building this city. The services are provided by our brothers and sisters. अच्छा
Right.
फिलिपिनोज भी हैं और पाकिस्तानी वगैरह भी है, बट मेजॉरिटी 1.5 million are Indians from India,
And many
South
of
India.
them, many are laborers and all who have actually, dirtied their hands to build up that city.
They have dirtied their hands, but आजकल मैं मानता हूँ कि हाथ इतना मैला नहीं होता है, because they are very well looked after. And I'm coming to the points how we can become like Dubai in our metros. I'll
Right, sir.
give you my point of view. Of course, this can be debated and disputed by other people who are more knowledgeable than I am in terms of infrastructure development. But number one, they have concentrated on infrastructure improvement. They have concentrated ki Rasta Ghat is absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Number two, they have used the technology of transportation, traffic management, hygiene management, sewer management, lighting management, power, electricity, all this has been pre-planned. Now, you may
Okay.
say that all this cost money. Of course, it
Hmm.
costs money. It's a
Hmm.
question of putting efforts, private partnership along with public partnership, both of them
Hmm.
together, like a DLF and a government, Haryana government. They have actually proven. I'm not being biased against one developer or the other. I would say even a lot of top developers, but DLF is one of them who have built cyber city in Gurgaon. So
Hmm.
there are certain portions where we are driving in cyber city Gurgaon, आपको लगेगा सिंगापुर या दुबई से कुछ कम नहीं है.
Right, sir. Right.
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 So it's not that we cannot do it, we can do it, but the will has to be there with a strategy. Things have to be done in a planned way, whether it's the Suez system, whether it is the roads, how they are made, and of course it has to be done very honestly. And I will not discuss with you the benefits of honesty versus dishonesty, but it has to be done with ease of business, ease of living. If there was a ease of living standard, there are certain criteria. भाई ऑफिस जाने का आराम से हो जाए, ज्यादा ट्रैफिक जैम ना हो. There are a lot
Hmm.
of roads and ways of going. Facilities are working, services are good and they're provided. A phone call kariye to somebody will answer, somebody will take care. These sort of services, that culture is actually still to be achieved by us Indians. I'm putting myself in the same place. Even place like Delhi NCR, which is
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
modern, one of the best of India, वहाँ भी services में काफी कमी है. We still have not come up to that level. Now, why is that? Why is it?
Hmm.
Is it the will?
Hmm.
Is it the money? Right?
Hmm.
I think developers have to look at not only profits, but how to develop the corporate culture so that
Hmm.
training is provided. Number one,
Hmm.
top class safety requirements are provided.
Hmm.
A
Hmm.
plan and strategy is put in place.
Hmm. Hmm.
A market research is done कि कैसे लोग चाहते हैं, क्या चाहते हैं, how they want to live, how much
Hmm.
space and education areas you're giving, how much
Hmm.
fitness area you're giving. यहाँ seniors elders के लिए भी जगह रखा है. Although it is
Okay.
supposed to be a young person's place, but now they are allowing you to bring your parents. You see, your parents can come and stay. वो वीजा देते हैं. तो
Hmm.
ऐसे
Hmm.
नहीं है. बिजनेसमैन को अट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ. There are places where 1.5 lakhs of rupees you can start your business, and you can get an
Hmm.
office space, and you can
Hmm.
get a visa for 2 years. If you are a freelance journalist, like when you were in your younger days, full time and then also freelance, a freelance journalist can get visa here for 2 years. You can start your office, and through your blog, you can talk to the world. They are open to world market. India should also free itself. Open to world market. भाई सिंगापुरियन आओ हमारे साथ काम करो, कोई बात नहीं, आपको सैलरी देंगे, तनख्वाह देंगे, ठीक से रखेंगे. If you are expert in real estate, certain lighting or certain waterproofing, आप आइए हमारे साथ काम कीजिए. There is no harm. You learn from the best of the best in the world, and you utilize and modulate that and modify that to our own Indian conditions and get the best benefit. इसमें कोई हर्ज नहीं है. Why should we make in India does not mean everything is make in India. It can be assembled and what do you call adapted in India also. We need
Right,
not
sir.
reinvent the wheel. So there are many
Right.
reasons and many ways that Ajay we can make a Dubai, transport a Dubai into India. Why not, if not do it even better? Because we
Absolutely.
are a more democratic, more free, more green
Yes.
country, so
Yes.
we can do it.
Yes.
It's a will has to
Yes.
be there. And bhai,
Yes.
Indians ही तो कर रहे हैं यहाँ. Who is doing
Absolutely.
it? Indians are
Absolutely.
doing it. So that
Absolutely.
I don't see any reason why we can't have a Dubai in India.
Right, sir.
It is very
So
much possible.
let us try and find this answer कि हम अभी तक कर नहीं पाए और कैसे कर सकते हैं. अगर हम दुबई का अपने का आंसर ढूंढेंगे तो सर maybe we'll find it difficult because the conditions are different. But then we have got China. Many cities are there which are very, very, very good and up to the mark, almost like Dubai. How have you have been to several Chinese cities, sir? How have they done it? Because maybe we will get some answers from there, looking at China, some of the cities in China. And time and again, बहुत बार संघाई का नाम सुना है. मतलब ऐसा क्या उन लोगों ने किया, कैसे किया कि somewhere we are able to emulate that because China is almost like India in certain extent. except for that they follow a different system of governance. उसको अगर आप देखकर बताएं सर, तो शायद कुछ हमको बेटर आंसर्स मिले जो कि मच मोर रियल हो.
Well, you see, there is one. Firstly, I will praise China in terms of the architecture, their cities, and all that. Having said that, it is quite important to note a very big difference. They are an authoritarian communist government. Although today they are free and people are having business and Jack Ma and all that, वो भी disappears for a while. But ये सब तो चल ही रहा है. हमारे यहाँ pure democracy है. Politics and vote bank actually rules a lot of the situation. In China, in Shanghai, they have just relocated the people. वहाँ flatten करके रास्ता घाट बना दिया, buildings बना दिया and all that, and nobody could actually take them to court, or nobody could agitate, or nobody could protest, and it is done overnight almost. Building can come out within 3 months. You have the whole complex is done. वहाँ सुपरमार्केट आ गया, स्कूल आ गया, ये आ गया, फट से हो गया सब चीज, राइट. सो इन इंडिया टुडे इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. हमारा द्वारका एक्सप्रेस वे बनने के लिए अगर 10 साल अभी तक बना ही नहीं, सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन कि वोट बैंक चाहिए. अगर वो फार्मर्स को आप डिस्टर्ब करें, वो एजिटेट करें, वो स्ट्राइक कर दे, तो आपका नॉट ओनली यू लूज द वोट बट यू विल लूज द टाइम एंड मनी. तो ये सब चीज देखना पड़ेगा.
But is everything dependent on just the, you can say, the political thing, or is it that it will take more than that for a city to come up, like Dubai?
No, it is. It is.
So, because there are several cities like Mumbai. Mumbai may not have the same situation like Delhi or Delhi NCR. There are other cities also which can, emulate a city like Dubai in terms of infrastructure, in terms of buildings, or maybe another Burj Khalifa, or better than that. So how do we look at that? Only from a purely political situation point of view, or also from people who are in the position to build, such big buildings and all?
No, there is definitely another way, and I'm not saying that the political situation is the only barrier, or it is a barrier. It's not so. Otherwise, we would not be having the golf course road of Gurgaon, or we'll not be having the Bandra Kurla complex of Mumbai, and and some of the areas in Bangalore, Hyderabad, which they have built, which are world class. And I will name developers like Prestige, do the country proud. Some of their complexes are better than what we have seen abroad. I mean, really, it's South India has gone way ahead. And I must point out one more thing: developer like Shobha developers, are not only building wonderful cities in North India and South India, but they are building in Dubai. Some of the complexes of Shobha developers is better than MR and some of the Demax and all that over here. Local developers say काफी better है and बहुत अच्छा बना रहे हैं. So look, that proves that our developers like Shobha developers from South India, they came originally and now they are having headquarters in Dubai. They can build superb places. There's no doubt. So what do we need to do? You have asked me. Number one, we have to have the energy and the brilliance of the young developers who are coming. And they are definitely coming. Not only in DLF, I have worked with Pankaj Bansal of M3M, and he has just developed a smart city, which I was involved with in the initial stage to start it off. And brilliant chaps, who are thinking hard, for themselves as a business, as well as for the country and community, how they can make a Dubai or better than Dubai in Gurgaon, in Delhi NCR. So ऐसा नहीं है कि will नहीं है, there is a will. But if there's a will, what is the way? The way is that the government must open the doors. They must be totally cooperative and sensible. I'm not saying you give away the land. I'm not saying abolish all taxes. ऐसा बात नहीं कह रहे हैं. But allow a special arena for real estate developers to join with the government, to allow foreign participation in terms of money, right? Allow the experts from, let's say, you look at Hong Kong. Okay, it's a very well developed city. And some of the architects there, they know how to make mixed use and all that. So
Right.
they should be allowed to come with us, stay in India. Bhai, you have allowed a lot of Koreans to come and make infrastructure. Now allow people to come for this also. आस्ते
So,
आस्ते
yes, sir.
हो ही रहे हैं. It's
Allow
not
which
happening.
sort of builders? अगर इतना ही सब कुछ ठीक होता तो रेरा की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. तो how do we make sure that the people who will build, they can build in Dubai, the same people, will they be so great in executing projects in our country itself? What is it that is, somewhat goes missing when it comes to doing work in our own country? So I'm
Yes,
talking about who will do it in India, because
yeah.
we also have to make sure that government has a also big responsibility to ensure that citizens' rights and their comfort, their hard-earned money is taken care of. आज आप देख लीजिए स्थिति क्या है. बहुत जगह 15-15 सालों से लोगों के पैसे अटके पड़े हैं, लटके पड़े हैं, और लोग भी लटके पड़े हैं. तो उसके बीच में क्या रास्ता निकल सकता है? I'm not trying to, as I said, I want to see what is the middle ground that can be taken, and even for the government, because government के लिए भी इतनी simple position नहीं होती है.
This is general for doing business in India. And revered Prime Minister has also advocated many times that we want to make it a very easy place. But even Amit Shah ji was saying the other day, it should be easy to do business in India. But the reality is that वो अभी तक हुआ नहीं. Of course, there may be a political will and there is a private will, but अभी तक वो infrastructure हुआ नहीं. The various laws and various
But
governance
अभी सर बजट
rules
में
are not there.
48,000 crore का allocation है housing for all. Obviously, it will lead to infrastructure development. Cement sector को फायदा होगा, steel sector को फायदा होगा. As I said, it is sitting on a position like this, it becomes difficult to balance all aspects.
No, there is one point I would like to make here, which I have
Yes.
learned from Singapore and Dubai, and why only that? Even in UK and USA also are there like this. The court system, the jurisprudence, the laws and bylaws are strictly enforced without much arbitration if the developer is an errant developer. ऐसा नहीं है कि एनसीएलटी में चला गया, आपके 3 साल लगता गया और डेवलपर कुछ वहां से अपना सेटिंग कर लिया और वो चलते जाए केस, कुछ हुआ नहीं. दिस इज नॉट द वे इट इज टू बी डन. RERA is
Right.
there, is very good, but there are a lot of complications and which requires another session about RERA and how to make
Right, sir,
RERA
right.
have more teeth. Now, in these countries, if a developer make any mistake or they have gone against the customer or cheated a customer, उसको तो सीधा जेल में डाल देते. There is no question, आप भाग नहीं सकेंगे. Right? You will be penalized, with full strict, especially if you're going against the public and you are cheating the poor customer and you're not delivering on the time. So you will be, absolutely out of business. That I can tell you. There is no favor or fear of anything here. ये बड़ा important point है. ये point हमारा country को बदल दे सकते हैं. The real estate industry can change if the laws are that much strict. See why people are not giving bounce check. In my younger days, bounce check was very common. या check दे
Yes,
दिया,
sir.
अभी क्या है? Now,
Absolutely.
and you can go भटका रहे वो check कभी होगा ही नहीं, उसको फाड़ के फेंक दीजिए. Today you give a bounce check in India, you had it यार, वो आपका पीछे पड़ जाएगा, कोर्ट में जाएंगे, ये जाएंगे, डायरेक्टर्स को पकड़ेंगे, the whole company will go into litigation. You cannot do it. So we have done it for this. Why cannot be done for real estate?
So
That
you
if you make a mistake, you're out.
You want stricter measures, stricter enforcement, even in the real estate sector, you mean?
In the real estate sector, number one. Number two, those who are dealing in real estate should have a qualification, certification, and they should have that. I'm not saying you आपको PhD करना है, but एक certificate होना चाहिए कि आप जानते हैं आप क्या बेच रहे हैं. You should know the
Right.
laws and bylaws. You should know the rights of the customer, the rights of the developer, and in accordance to that, sell that property, market that property, and not just anybody from the road will come and do it. No, proper, consultants and even the developer should be totally, full of knowledge about these things. That will be number 2 point, will
Hmm.
make us much more professional. Third
Right, sir.
is when you give customer relationship management, CRM,
Hmm.
if you are
Hmm.
doing, if you are, dealing with the customers, put hard earned money, you have
Hmm.
put in 10 lakhs booking fee, let us say, or even 5 lakhs booking fee, 5 lakh
Hmm.
to आपका चला गया ना वहाँ, right?
बिल्कुल
So
सर.
it is for a rich person, 5 lakhs may be nothing. But for a middle class person, वो 5 लाख अगर डुबा दिया मतलब इन्वेस्ट किया है, they should be a customer relationship person should deal with that customer day in day out 24 by 7, telling them कि सर मैडम दिस इज व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, अभी इतना तक बिल्ड हो गया, अभी इतना डिले है, ये कारण है, why you have to pay this much money, why this tax is there, what is the EDC, what is the IDC, everything should be told, why PLC is there, why it is not there, parking कितना मिलेगा, कहाँ मिलेगा parking. And if nobody answers your call, it is frustrating and frightening for a middle class person. भाई
Right.
10 लाख चला गया, 10 लाख क्या गया. See, I have myself personally in the past lost, I would say, close to 1 crore through real
Right.
estate because
Right.
of bad service and non-compliance. Now, what can
Right.
we do? We have all gone to NCLT, we have all gone to courts, but it has given no result and no recourse even in last 10 years. This has to change. This has to change. Law, service, responsibility, honesty, professionalism coming from outside, government compliance with less taxes, more transparency, and last but not least, when you go to register a land or a flat in Noida, Ghaziabad, or anywhere, it's a long
Hmm.
drawn out process. Either
Hmm.
stamp maro,
Hmm.
either picture लो, you need a broker and tout. आप अगर
Right.
अकेला इसको ट्राई कीजिए तो आप तो हैरान हो जाएंगे, यू विल बिकम मैड,
Absolutely. Right.
राइट.
I
सो
know what you
व्हाई नॉट
mean.
मेक दिस, आप डिजिटल करा दीजिए ना हर चीज, make it safe, honest, digital. Let everybody uh, imbibe the digitization, which our government is also saying that recently our finance minister says कि भी digital rupee भी आने वाला है.
Huh. Hmm.
She has mentioned in the parliament. So let us digitize that. So these are 5 6 points. These are strategies, marketing as well as implementation of proper operation strategies. If we utilize these points very practically, and that is what I am also involved in with
Hmm.
some developers, to
Hmm.
give a corporate culture, a corporate governance,
Hmm.
corporate culture and corporate governance. These are the two key subjects, whether it's a private developing company developer, or whether it's even a public one,
Hmm.
like along with the banks like HDFC and all, they are doing some public projects as well. We should be there, professionals should be consulted, and the industry should be consulted, and we should make it seamless and smooth. And why can't we be Dubai then? We can be Singapore,
Right.
Dubai, San Francisco, all in one, and if not
Absolutely,
better.
sir. Absolutely.
भाई हम इंडियंस का ब्रेन है, हम फिनिशिंग में लैक करते हैं, वो लास्ट माइल हम लोग लैक करते हैं. इफ वी कैन इम्प्रूव दैट एंड बिकम प्रोफेशनल, वी कैन बीट द वर्ल्ड. अजय.
यस सर. यस सर. आई गेट इट सर. आप तो मार्केटिंग गुरु हैं और हर जगह के मार्केटिंग को आपने देखा है. तो मैं थोड़ा सा यंगर जनरेशन की बात करता हूं. बहुत सारे यंगस्टर्स हैं जिनके दिल में ललक है कि हम हर सेक्टर में अच्छा करें, ट्राई करें, और अच्छी बात भी है. काफी लोगों के मन में ये विचार होगा कि मैं अपने चाहे छोटे स्तर पे ही हो, इवन एज ए स्टार्टअप, मैं कोशिश करता हूं, कुछ बिल्डिंग करता हूं. जैसे अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही खबर आई कि यंगस्टर्स ने कुछ क्रिएट किया है जहां पे वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो जो प्रिंटर के थ्रू डिजिटल, ऑल दोस डिजिटल प्रिंटर एंड ऑल, दे आर क्रिएटिंग हाउसेस आउट ऑफ दैट कि 10 दिन में हम तैयार कर लेंगे. बट वो ना भी हो तो जनरल ट्रेडिशनल हाउसेस में वो घुसना चाहते हैं उस एरिया में, एंड दे वांट टू create a small company, maybe say one small building in a smaller place, और 10 फ्लैट्स का, 20 फ्लैट्स का, या इफ पॉसिबल लोन लेके ज्यादा उसको. ऐसे लोगों को, यू आर ए मार्केटिंग गुरु सर इन द रियल एस्टेट, ऐसे लोगों के लिए आपके पास क्या टिप्स हैं सर, कि क्या रास्ता अपना सकते हैं टू मार्केट देयर प्रोडक्ट, प्रॉपर्टी, सम रियल एस्टेट वेंचर, और फ्लैट्स और बिल्डिंग, या whatever it is, how they can do it best. कुछ small tips जो उनको ध्यान रखना चाहिए सर.
It's a very good topic, and I'm very happy you are talking about startups and technology and all. अभी हम आए हैं दुबई, for also one other purpose apart from visiting my children who live here, is to visit the
Mhm.
Dubai 2020 exposition, the largest fair in the world. Every country, including our own country, is represented. In fact, हमारे pavilion, my friend Dikshu Kukreja has designed, the architect
Mhm.
from Delhi, designed a
Mhm.
wonderful pavilion. And
Mhm.
हमारे अलावा there is Japan, there is Belgium, there is Germany, China. All the pavilions are huge. You can
Mhm.
imagine 5 times Pragati Maidan type of situation. आपको गाड़ी
Mhm.
लेके ही घूमना पड़ेगा.
Mhm.
So what I have learned is that prop tech, sustainable prop tech, property
Mhm.
technology, sustainable is the big buzzword. कि हम
हाँ.
कैसे टेक्नोलॉजी और प्रॉपर्टी इंडस्ट्री के अंदर घुस सकते हैं, हेल्प कर सकते हैं, फाइनेंस कर सकते हैं, रेवेन्यू वहां से आ सकते हैं, एंड इट शुड बी सस्टेनेबल, नॉट हार्मिंग द एनवायरनमेंट, एंड सस्टेनेबल में चलते रहे. तो आपने एक बड़ा फर्स्ट पॉइंट तो एज यूजुअल मिस्टर खुदानिया साहब ने टच किया है, 3D प्रिंटिंग.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ,
एंड
3D
ये
प्रिंटिंग, या एग्जैक्टली.
आपने आपने जो जिक्र किया है, इट इज हैपनिंग, इट इज
सर, इट्स
नॉट अ
हैपनिंग
ड्रीम.
इन इंडिया. यंगस्टर्स दे हैव
यस.
गॉट, अभी 3-4 दिन पहले मैंने
और
काफी
वो
डिटेल में वीडियो भी देखा.
मशीन्स आ रहे हैं जिसमें आप आर्किटेक्ट्स अपना प्लान लगा दें और उसमें फीड इन कर दें और घर बन जाए 10 दिन में.
यस, यस.
So it is not impossible. Number two, materials which have come now require less labor and more technology. Window आ जाते, दरवाजा आ जाते, pipes वाइप लग जाते हैं. मतलब you don't need 3 years to build that. You can build in 3 months. This is
राइट.
fact. This is absolute fact. ये सब हवा की बात नहीं है. Now
हम्म. हम्म.
coming to cost, if you make one, it's going to be very very costly. आप एक जूता बनाइए तो बड़ा costly होता है. But if you
हम्म.
make 20,000 shoes, then the cost with that machine and everything doing together with computer technology, it will become 2 rupees.
हम्म.
So
हम्म.
if you have technology and if the youngsters can think of the different technologies required for the real estate industry, whether it is a marketing technology, how to reach the customers, how to use artificial intelligence, machine learning to find out
हम्म.
which customer wants what, how to direct that customer, how to find out what I should make for that customer, and how to reach that customer, and how to engage that customer, how to immerse that customer into my flat. उसको कंप्यूटर के थ्रू घुस के उसको फ्लैट दिखा दीजिए. How to use hologram so that from that table the building comes up, like a movie, and you can turn it around and go inside and all that. That high tech thing. ये सब हवा की बात नहीं है.
नहीं
It is
सर,
not like the
you're
movie.
राइट. you're right. Absolutely.
आयरन मैन मूवी नहीं है. हम
हम्म.
आने के पहले somebody called me in Gurgaon and showed me the hologram of a building. I mean,
राइट.
I have the contact. The whole building comes up on the table like
या.
a 3D picture, and you can move it around and everything. अरे भाई
हम्म.
हम तो समझा ये मूवी में है, लेकिन नहीं सर, ये तो
हम्म.
अभी रियलिटी है. So already youngsters, I know, definitely in India, North India, I have seen a lot of Gurgaon and even Noida. Youngsters have started companies, startup, where they are
हम्म.
providing this sort of technology to market the real estate. Number one.
राइट.
Number
राइट.
two, how to use technology for architecture and project management. It may
ओके.
be a little bit more detailed, but you
हम्म.
can save maybe 20 lakhs, 30
हम्म.
lakhs,
हम्म.
10 crores, 5 crores by doing utilizing this technology and software. कि हर चीज, अभी आपको सीमेंट लेके रखना नहीं है, आपको सीमेंट लेना है, स्टील लेना है जब आपका उसका दरकार है, राइट.
राइट. एब्सोल्युटली राइट.
उस टाइम का that your finance is free at that time, when you're not putting it down on some stock materials, whether you're utilizing that for some other purpose and only using the finance when it is absolutely required and on what date it is required and how much will be built. So this is all very scientifically, mathematically calculated. There are algorithms that do that. Youngsters can work on that. Artificial intelligence, programming, and software, right? Third is on the CRM, how to engage the customer all the time so the customer does not have to waste time. They
राइट.
can talk to chatbot. तो पुरानी बात हो गया. Chatbot in a website एक पुरानी बात हो गया. And now it is
बिल्कुल.
not a question of having website तो एकदम एक टूम जैसे पुराने 15 लाख का वेबसाइट लगा के वो बैठ गया. You think you are happy. Old days we should have one thick brochure. वो किसी को पकड़ा दिया कि भाई कितना अच्छा पिक्चर्स है. So those era has passed. The new generation, the millennials, and generation next, they are
Hmm.
buyers and they are
Right.
looking for technology. And who can provide this technology? Indian startups, young
Right.
entrepreneurs. Whether they
Absolutely.
take a loan or they take advice from people like you and they build a small infrastructure to provide these services to the developers, to the customers, to the architects, to the engineers, even to monitor the thing. There are softwares and there are packages. So develop those. It will be marketable not only in India, it is marketable all over the world, right?
Right.
Why not Turkey and Malaysia and Indonesia buy this software from our Indian people? And you don't have to be a TCS or Microsoft. It can be a Ajay Khudania and company, and they can make it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you have given. So basically, you mean that it's now time for customized services. Even in the
Yes,
real estate sector, because people's needs are
yes,
different. I may need a bigger bedroom. Somebody may need a smaller place and much more working space. Work from home is coming up. So anywhere in the world, in India now, people have to see, especially people who are providing such services, what exactly people need in terms of each customer's needs, and a bit of money here and there. People will certainly try to adjust that into the budget. You have explained very well, sir, very very well. Now coming back to Dubai, मैं एक चीज जानना चाहता हूं, which has always intrigued me. देखिए, काफी लोग दुबई जाते हैं, काफी लोग वर्क करने जाते हैं, काफी लोग, अमीर लोग शॉपिंग करने के लिए जाते हैं, दुबई शॉपिंग फेस्टिवल एंड ऑल. मैं तो गया नहीं हूं कभी, और बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो कहीं जा नहीं पाएंगे या जाने का सोचते भी नहीं है. लेकिन दुबई हमारे लिए क्या था? पहले था कि दुबई क्या था, मूवीज में दिखाते थे कि दुबई में डॉन रहते, तो एक डॉन का घर होता था, जैसे बहुत सारी पुरानी मूवीज में. फिर उसके बाद समय बदला. अब बहुत लोगों को पता चला दुबई में बहुत लोगों का फ्लैट है, फ्रॉम डिफरेंट methods of knowing, from newspapers, from reports, from whatever it is. A lot of people, from influential people, a lot of people from all walks of life. बहुत बार एडवर्टीजमेंट से समझ में आया कि common people can also aspire to be owners of a flat in a place like Dubai. I just want, from a very very common man's perspective, what does it take to own a flat in Dubai? And maybe many people must be thinking कि यार उनको पता नहीं है, पैसे तो हैं बट पता नहीं है. So from a man who has seen the world, who's in Dubai at the moment, who knows about the nitty-gritties of real estate, what does it take to own a flat in Dubai?
I'll tell you, Ajay. This is a question that's been asked last 10 years. It's not a new question, but yes, for the common man, the young families who are growing up in our metro cities all over India, it is now very much possible to have your own apartment, whether it is a studio apartment of 75 lakhs or 1 crore, 1.5 crore, or whether it's a 5-10 crore villa in a very
Mhm.
posh place of Dubai. Or of course you can go up, Shah Rukh Khan and all, they all have their houses here. Those must be, 40, 50 crores. I don't know. I have not asked him. Next time you and
Mhm.
I speak to him, we'll ask him. He won't tell. Any, so anyway, coming back
It's
to
a
ground
fascinating
reality.
place, actually, sir. That's why I asked.
See, everybody thinks that Dubai is running because of oil. ये fallacy है. दुबई में इतना तेल नहीं है. Right?
Mhm.
Dubai is increasing because of strategy, marketing strategy, and branding, and opening up to the world. Believe me, if there was a
Mhm.
great marketing study, Dubai is the best marketing study. यहाँ का जो शेख head है, and he is the person who is brainchild behind it, and his son these days, modern person is taking over. So
Okay.
he has got this brilliant idea that this will be the hub of the world. भाई दुनिया
Okay.
से सबको बुलाइए. ये वीजा इजी कर दो, टूरिज्म इजी कर दो, रहने सहने का इजी कर दो. टू बाय प्रॉपर्टी हियर यू डोंट हैव टू बी लोकल एमरेटी टू बाय.
Okay. Okay.
एनीबडी कैन बाय. तो यहाँ इंडियंस खरीदते हैं, टर्किश पीपल आर बाइंग, अमेरिकन आर बाइंग, ब्रिटिश आर बाइंग, चाइनीज तो मतलब यहाँ का मशहूर इन्वेस्टर्स हैं. तो
Mhm.
श्रीलंकन आर बाइंग, Malaysians are buying, Japanese are buying, so Filipinos, all of these people are buying flats and villas in Dubai. Why? A, it is easy to do so. Procedure बड़ा easy है. कोई लंबा
Okay.
चौड़ा पेपर वर्क नहीं है। आप चेक दे दो, ये ट्रांसफर करो पैसा, आपका 2-3 दिन में वो आ जाएगा। रजिस्ट्रेशन, एवरीथिंग इज क्लीन एंड क्लियर, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, राइट। नंबर 2, द यील्ड ऑफ रेंट इज अबव 5%।
Okay.
हमारे वहाँ 1-1.5% का है, यहाँ अबव 5% है। So far
Okay.
tax free, but they are talking about some taxation now. But so far
Mm-hmm.
tax free income. कोई पंगा नहीं, कुछ नहीं, आराम से आपका yield आ जाएगा। And why
Mm-hmm.
the yield will come? दुनिया भर के लोग को यहाँ invite कर रहे हैं to come and work and live in Dubai. They are giving all types of visa, which I mentioned in the earlier half of the interview, that it is easy to do business here, and within 2 days you can set up your business. It is easy to get bank loans from Indian companies. You don't have to pay immediately everything. आपको 6-6 साल का EMI is there. You can pay in 6 years also. You can pay
Okay.
2% down only, and by the
Mm-hmm.
time the building is
Just
built,
2%.
you can
Just
collect.
2%,
You
sir.
can you can collect the rent, and
Okay.
you, after collecting the rent, you pay the EMI off. Matlab,
Okay.
all schemes are there. I am obviously not a Dubai expert, but I'm meeting the experts every day. And I told you that if you're interested, कोई यहाँ का local आदमी से आपको बात भी करा सकते हैं. So
Right, sir.
it is
Right.
such a interesting arena. And by the way, Indian government RBI is allowing you to invest in foreign properties. It is आप छुप के नहीं कर रहे हैं आप, एकदम खुले
Right, sir.
आप. You are through the bank. You are doing everything. And it is very much possible to do it, earn a good. It's not only about earning investment returns, it's also a place where they give you a visa for 2 years if you have the property. So you and your family can come, घूमिए, tourism कीजिए, कोई problem नहीं है.
So,
And
एक
many
normal guy.
companies, one more point, many
Yes, sir.
companies, if you are
Okay.
interested, they
Hmm.
will fly you free of cost to Dubai, make you stay in the hotel, show you the property. You don't have to pay a penny and they send you back.
So you can
और
also
क्या
be,
चाहिए आप?
sir, fly करने के बाद I cannot become not interested also, I can come back, sir.
Yes, you can come back.
So they will not force me to buy.
They will not force you to buy, but आपको पहले थोड़ा जान पहचान तो होगा. They will get to know you first. ऐसे
Okay,
नहीं
sir.
कोई स्टूडेंट को लेके.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. So we have covered
Okay.
quite a bit on this topic, sir, and quite relevant points have come up. And I know you have got a meeting in the next 1 hour, so you got to go. So on this note, sir, this is a wrap on this edition of the KAJ Masterclass. Hope to see you again
Thank you.
very soon, sir.
Thank you, Ajay, and well done. Thank you. Good luck. Best wishes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.